Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a 212A Tier 9 Soviet SPG located on the south spawn of Serene Coast, and it's under the command of Wolf Killer 63. Oh, that's Wolf Killer 63. Sorry. Okay, game's on. Well, from the fact that that's a short barrel, I suspect that he's got the 203mm B4 howitzer, and we can just check that. Yes, that's exactly what he's got. 1050 alpha, penetrating 52mm of armour, and it's got a burst radius of 10.9 meters. And he's not going too far away from his spawn point. He's actually going to sit behind this tree, and just ahead of him is platoon mate is in the batch at 155.58 or 55 rather, and he's also platoon with an AMX 1390. Well, he's just fired and hit an enemy tank. I think that was an ST2 that he hit out on the peninsula. Okay, next target, a Leopard 1 hiding behind the house. This is where the overhead mode can actually be very useful, because it does allow you to judge to put the shell exactly just around the corner of the house. Sometimes Battle Assistant makes you fire too long and therefore you miss the target. That one went short. Missed the IS-3 too. There's the ST2, and oh yes, you can see he's lost a lot of hit points. It's down to 60% now. That's the double-barreled Tier 10 Soviet tank, heavy tank. 32.19 seconds is the reload time. One of the good things about the 212A is because it's a closed tank, or closed Arty, an enclosed Arty, you can use vents and vent purge as well to boost the crew skills and increase your fire rate and also your accuracy. 428 hit points and some stun assist as well. That ST2 is almost, well, he's a splash kill now. And I think that VK4502B is moving up on him to take the kill. Oh, he did take some damage though, that 45. And the kill shot goes instead to the Leopard prototype. Over here we've got two enemy tank destroyers together, Death Star and a Jaegeru. And he hits the Jaegeru for 294. And looks like his teammate actually in the batch at 155.55 put a round in there as well. So he may have picked up some stun assist off that shot. But there's an enemy getting very close. It's an EBR-90 and he's just crossing the cap area right now. Our teammate in the batch at 155.55 has been killed. Yeah, the EBR got him. And oh, now this is going to be trouble. And he gets wiped out by the Death Star on our team, the FB215B183. But he has to dash to get into cover quickly. Otherwise, enemy Arty will be on him like a shot. Yes, unfortunately his teammate there couldn't move fast enough, and that's quite a dangerous position to be in, up there on top of that rock. Very prominent, very visible, and also unfortunately very dangerous. And as a consequence, he's now been wiped out. We're going for the enemy Death Star this time. Rounds out. Direct hit, 432, and he's wiped out. So a nice bit of stun assist off that as well. The Jaegeru's using that rock for cover, but it's not going to protect him from an Arty round. Except, of course, now he's only facing two Artys, the Object 261 and Wolf Killer. Lining up another shot. He's loaded. Just wait for the Jaegeru to stop moving. And rounds out. It actually landed alongside the Jaegeru, but it still did 370 hit points of damage, so it was a useful shot. Okay, at this moment we're 3 tanks down on the enemy, which is not so good, but don't let that dissuade you. This is early on in the battle. I say early on, the battle's been going for 5 minutes though. Okay, leopards come out from behind the church briefly, just styling in, lined up, rounds out. Ah, that's a nice hit. 379 right alongside him. Yes, 32.19 seconds. It's actually quite quick. Oh, Skoda T50 very cheekily got around the back of them there. And the MX 1390 was able to respond. He's been hit by the other Arty, the Object 261. And kill shot came from the Leopard prototype again. So that guy's got 2 kills at least. Or is it no different Leopard prototype? We're lining up a shot on the Leopard. And the M48 Patton round goes in and hits the Patton. If the Leopard had delayed just a little while longer, he would have been killed by the splash. Okay, we've got a AMX 1390 trying to get in via the direct route. Nobody's covering the west side of the map except for our Death Star at the moment. So we need to keep an eye on where he goes, because if he pulls away, we'll have to relocate. More enemy tanks getting closer. We've got a red line on that Foch. Can't fire at him or the AMX 1390. The Foch goes down anyway. I think the hill's in the way. Oh, and there goes the AMX 1390. In fact, the AMX 5120 has got very close. The Death Star didn't take action, but he does wipe him out with 1 Hesh round. Okay, we're looking for that Jaeger. Last seen sitting behind this rock. And there he is. He's actually moved and he just hit the Leopard prototype. But he gets smacked in the face for 416. Oh, Leopard's not moving away, which means he's probably tracked and hasn't been able to use his repair kit because it's on cooldown. And, well, he's been saved by a shot from the Conqueror. But unfortunately got taken out in return by the enemy Arty, the 212A. So we're now 1 tank up on the enemy. We were 3 down. Now we're 1 up. M48 Patton. Lining up a shot. Letting it dial in. Almost ready. Rounds out. Looks good. Lands behind him for 341. And he's taking damage from the 1390. I think if that 1390 gets into the enemy rear, we're going to see where the enemy Arty are very, very shortly. There's the Patton. Now there's nobody protecting us from that IS-32 to the north. He was last seen up there, but he may not be still be there. He might have gone back to his own cap. The Patton's gone down. Okay, now we'll find out very shortly if he did relocate, because he is a big threat to Wolf Killer, because there's nobody between him and that enemy tank. The Death Star went on to the peninsula. The Heshbarn's gone up directly through the middle, and they're all closing in on the enemy cap. So it all depends on if that IS-32 decided to go back to his own cap. I hope that he did. If he did go back, then there's no threat to Wolf Killer. But if he didn't, then yes, he could be headed south. Oh, there's the Object 704 waiting in ambush. Rounds out. It's going to hit the rock face, I think. It did, but directly behind the 704. I thought it was going to hit the rock face behind. The Leopard prototype comes up behind the 704 and gives him the coup de grace right through his posterior. And the enemy 212A has been spotted over on the west side of the map, or westish side, the north end. He's gone, but there's still no sign of that IS-32. There's the other enemy Arty, and there's the 261. So the M53 dies. Wolf Killer fires around in. Unfortunately, the Object 261 moves, but he did pick up the stun assist. So the question is, where is that IS-32? Is he still there on that west side of the map? Or did he flip himself? Because we haven't seen him for a long time. And there he is. He's been spotted. He didn't flip himself. He just wasn't taking part. And that's it. That's the end of the game. So a pretty good game there by WolfKiller63. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see how well he did. Well, it was an ace tanker for WolfKiller63 in the 212A. In fact, it was his first ace tanker in this game. He also picked up a first mark of excellence as well, so he's got a star on his barrel now. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 14. He got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle, and a Confederate medal as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else in his team. But sadly, no kills at all in this game. His win rate from the battle was 3,261, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Leopard Prototype A, who got 5,234 hit points of damage. That's a very high score indeed. He picked up a Leather Slayer's medal and a high caliber. 3,942 hit points went to WolfKiller63. And the third highest damage was the M53, M55 on the enemy team, who managed to get 2,541. When it came to kills, it was shared between the Leopard Prototype and the Death Star. Both got 4 kills each. 3 kills goes to the Conqueror, and then 2 kills went to the M53, M55. I'm afraid WolfKiller didn't get a single kill in the game, but he did get that Confederate, and of course that can't be that does say that he did hit more of the enemy than anyone else in the battle. 1,158 base to WolfKiller. 1,123 goes to the Leopard Prototype, and 1,068 goes to the AMX 1390, his platoon mate, and he picked up a patrol duty in that battle. These are the only 3 players who managed to get over 1,000 base. A nice score there for WolfKiller, and I think that's down to his stun assist. We'll find out very shortly. Excuse me. 13 shots fired, 6 direct hits, no penetration, but 16 splash. Damage of 3,942 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit. It was from the enemy AMX 1390, who made a deep incursion into our territory, and it was a penetration as well. Thankfully, it didn't kill him though. 7 enemy vehicles damaged, no kills, but 2,643 hit points of stun assist off 16 stuns, and I think that's what gave him the ace tanker on this occasion. He earned 62,796 credits from the game, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away 30,410 credits. He received 6 bonds for the battle, and 1,737 XP, and that's all the experience points he took away because there was no multipliers. So a very good battle there by WolfKiller63. Congratulations on your first ace in the 212A, and also your first mark of excellence. Let's hope it won't be long before you'll be reporting your second mark of excellence in this vehicle. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.